So the
So what's
Bachelor,
going on, baby?
the Bachelor Paradise, that's what's going on.
Gotta make our introduction.
Oh yeah. So you want to do the introduction, Mama?
No, you do it this time. I'll do it next time.
You said it like that. Okay, so welcome to Mama C and Tasha TV, where we react and review some of your favorite TV shows and movies. So we're creating a Patreon as well, where you can review our full reactions. And tonight we are going live to watch the Bachelor in Paradise. So make sure you subscribe. So talking
Yes.
about Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh my goodness.
So they open the show with Marissa and Riley waking up in the boom boom room.
Oh wow.
And all I could think about was poor Connor. Poor Connor when he finds out. And what did you think?
It was bad because when whatever her name is, I can't pronounce her name, it starts with the T.
Tajwan?
Yes, Tajwan was telling him because he didn't know he was in the dark.
He didn't know. He didn't
He
know.
had no idea.
Mm-mm. Because Marissa didn't tell him.
No,
And
she didn't.
the problem is, like, after she came out, he started talking to her and asking her
Right,
how the date went. And you
right.
could tell she was like a little
Yeah, yeah,
coy and didn't want to tell him. And I'm
right,
like, come on, girl, because you don't want him to find out from someone else. And in
right,
this case, he did. And I think she could
right,
have had him out here looking like a fool. And she didn't want to hurt his feelings.
right.
But I don't think she handled it the right way, because it shouldn't have came from someone else. It should have came from her.
I agree. And not only that, Tasha, when he was talking to her and he was asking her, if she was busy tonight, because he wanted to take her on a date.
Yeah.
And you could see her reactions.
Yeah.
So from that, he should have picked up that something was not right.
Yeah, he should
But
have.
poor Connor didn't pick up.
He did it. He did it. And
And what was he wearing?
oh man, I want to get into that. That was so funny to me. He was like, okay, Marissa went out on a date. She, I gotta show her that I got a little what is it? A
I guess
little
a little
swag.
swag too.
I got a little swag too. And he came out in his convict slash Honolulu outfit.
And then
Tommy
he turned around, he
Bahama
said, on this side, it looked like, what he said, looked like I'm coming
convict.
out of, right. And then on this side,
Looked
it
like,
looked like, what
oh,
did he say?
oh no,
It
you
was so funny.
going on vacation or something. But I thought it was funny. And when he started modeling, I
Yeah,
just, he was being a good sport.
he was being a good sport.
Because a lot of the other guys, when their person goes on a date, they are not as happy or optimistic.
Well, I think he was trying to be because he knew what he had been before coming here.
Mm-hmm.
So he really had high hopes for him and Marissa. And the fact that she went there with Riley, it
All
kind
the
of
way.
just it really just took me for a loop because I wasn't expecting for her to do that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I don't think
yeah.
anybody did.
Mm-mm.
And so, like you said, Tajwan had to break the news to
He
him
had to break the news to him.
that you know,
And him and Raleigh and Marissa went to the boom boom room.
mm-hmm. And there's a lot of stuff that was going on last night. Like
Yes,
all the
it
couples.
was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, at first I thought like, oh, all these couples they getting together, like they're gonna have to end this show early. But no, it was
Mm-mm,
a
mm-mm.
mess on Paradise
It
Island.
was a mess. Yeah. And I want to talk about Demi.
We gonna get there. We gonna
Okay,
get there.
okay.
So two new guys showed up.
Yes.
Smoke Bros.
Oh my
Chase
goodness.
and Chris from Claire's season. They showed up, and Chris immediately had his sights set on Justina. So the next couple who we thought was actually solidified, I thought they were going to take it to the end, get engaged, Jessinia and Ivan. But apparently Jessinia had her eyes set on Chris as well. She was one of the guys she was hoping to meet when coming to Bachelor in Paradise.
I didn't know that because, but
Yes.
she also said because she and Ivan had a good thing, but she said even though all the checks, the boxes were checked, except that one, the spark wasn't there.
Yeah.
But the spark was there with the guy. What's his name? Chris, the one that came. So, yeah.
He accepted the date card, and they actually went on a double date. And it was Chris and Jessinia, and then Chase and Deandra. And so, which her relationship, Deandra, her relationship with Carl seems to be kaput as well. That double date was hot and steamy, and I was like,
"Oh, it was hot and steamy."
I gotta talk about this with my mama. Bachelor in Paradise, I need y'all to calm down a little bit, okay?
Oh my goodness! But I thought the double date that they had set up. Now, for me, I thought it was inappropriate for them to do that because that was their first date.
I know, and they're starting stuff, and I'm thinking that I mean, they're trying to push things along really fast.
Right, exactly.
And
Because
so
they want that rose.
It just no, the people on The Bachelor, they're doing certain dates on purpose to push things along really fast.
Oh, okay.
And so my thing was, because it was like a Kama Sutra kind of date, and they had the guys blowing on the girls, and all I could think was, did they pop a mint? Like, don't be blowing your hot breath on me. Like, did you brush your teeth? I was just like, ugh. Like, that's too close for a first date.
Yeah.
But this is the Bachelor in Paradise, and all the rules are apparently out the window.
There are no rules.
Yeah, obviously. So, which leads me to Demi and Kenny.
Well, the thing with Kenny, okay,
let's start from the beginning.
What's her name?
Mari.
Mari, she went and talked to Kenny. And she told Kenny that she liked where they were. They had a good thing going. But she wanted to keep her options open. So if somebody asked her to go on a date, she was gonna go. So Kenny said, "You think I'm gonna sit back and twiddle my thumbs and not do nothing and just sit in the corner?" But let me go back. Let me go back, because Mari was talking to Demi about, what I just said to you. So Demi was like, well, no, yeah, I think you should, be open to go on other dates. That's what we're here for. We all should be dating one another. But I think what got Mari ticked off was because Demi knew that she wanted Kenny. So she never said, well, I think, we should, even though she said what she said, she never said, well, I am interested in Kenny. So, if he asked me.
Nah. See, now I'm gonna disagree with you, because we were texting last night, and I'm gonna disagree with you about this Demi thing. And Mari was wrong, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
Now think about the situation with Marissa and Connor, and think about the position that Connor is in now.
Yeah, Marissa. Okay, you're right.
So Mari seen these two guys come in, and she's getting asked to go talk and things like that. And so in her head, she's like, okay, new guys are coming in. I want to keep my options open. But Kenny has already solidified the relationship, like many of the guys on the island have tried to.
Okay.
And you got to realize Kenny is 40 as well.
That's true.
He's not young like these other guys on the show. So he is crazy as he seems and taking off his clothes. He there to be in a relationship.
Okay.
He knows from past experiences that somebody tells you something like this,
Oh,
and you could
so
be
he already know.
us. And
Okay,
right,
that
and
makes
without a
sense.
rose.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
And
okay.
this is where Connor is. Okay.
That's true. Okay,
Because the girls are telling them one thing, but when the rose is back in their hands, things have changed because
okay. That's true. You're
Justina has
right.
done it as well.
She sure has. You're right. You're
And
right.
so that's why I feel Mari was wrong, because she made it seem like she really liked him. And if you feel that way, then there's something, a tug of war that's internally going on with her. And I think if for her to confide in Demi when
Yeah.
everybody knows how Demi is,
Debbie is
it was
exactly.
stupid.
Yeah,
Number two, Demi doesn't have anyone. So
that's
that
true.
means you are putting him up
For
for
whatever, who up for
for
grabs.
for grabs.
So do you think that Mari should not have even said anything to Kimmy and just if anybody asked her just go on the date?
So well, let me finish what I'm telling you, because
Okay.
number three, um, it wouldn't have mattered because Kenny had already checked out. So even if she just made it easier for Demi.
For him, yes, she sure did make it easier for them.
So, but Kenny, after she told him that, like, I want to
Yeah,
keep
he was
my options open, when she had no options, she messed
right.
up. And
Yeah,
so as soon as Demi showed interest, then
yeah.
no, I want my toy back.
That's true. You're right. Because
And
she
so,
was mad.
this is a lesson for a lot of women, because women do this in the real world. You want to keep this little guy on the side so you can play with him. And
Well, that's why Kenny says she want her cake and eat it too, and you can't have it that way.
well, speaking of cake, um,
I know she threw the cake
speaking
in the
of
fire.
cake, Demi wanted to celebrate Kenny's birthday. He celebrated his big 40th birthday in quarantine. And so
Yeah,
she made a nice gesture, no matter how fake, how whatever you want to
she
call
did.
it.
She did.
Nobody else did that. And
That's
turning 40
true.
is a big deal.
Of course it
So
is.
she decorated it. She decorated one of the rooms. She got him a cake and had everybody sing happy birthday.
Yeah,
And I mean, it made him feel special, and that's what he wanted. And
exactly.
Mari, or whatever her name is, she didn't even think about that. She didn't
No,
even
she didn't.
make a gesture. She's just keeping him to the side so she can go on a date when anybody asks her.
Right.
This is a 40-year-old man that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And you are
You're
in
right.
paradise with a bunch of other beautiful women. You are not the only beautiful woman on this island.
That's true. You're
So
right, Tasha.
she
Good
messed
point.
up. She messed up. And then not only did she mess up, she was disrespectful and selfish. She
Yeah.
took that cake and
And
threw
yeah.
it in the fire.
Yeah. And Ronald was mad too because Ronald said he wanted some of that
I
cake.
wanted some of the cake. I felt when Riley said that, because he was trying to think of ways to savage the cake. He was
Right,
like, maybe
right.
we can make some s'mores or something.
Exactly.
But what
Exactly.
I think Demi actually handled it well.
She did.
Um, Mari pulled her to the side. Mari didn't like her response, and
Yeah.
um, she walked off through the found his cake. That cake was for Kenny.
Right.
And that to me shows how selfish and insecure and whatever else word you can come up with she is.
And even though I didn't care for Denny, but she did a good thing. And so she was showing she wasn't being selfish when it came to him. And so, like you, I think she handled it well. And, she did something like you said that nobody else had done. And
Mhm.
so, hey, look, she got Kenny now. It's her and Kenny. So Mari, look,
They
you
don't
make
look
it
like
hard.
but the thing is, to me, they don't look like a real couple.
No.
Um, but she's trying hard, and
Yeah.
it's funny that she's trying hard because she's the one with the rose to give,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And we seen
because I think she really wants to give the rose to him.
She does, and I think she is.
I think so too, especially after last night.
So Mari's out of luck. I think she handled it wrong.
It was selfish and inconsiderate.
Right for Kenny.
Right for Kenny, yeah.
Because it was his birthday.
Right.
And she's only seeing her side of it. She's not seeing it from anybody else's perspective. And she doesn't realize how would it feel to be, okay, I'm saying I think we got something here. And yes, you're on the island to date other people. So if that's the case, I should be able to date other people too.
That's true.
And she's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if somebody asks me on a date, I'm going to go. Right. Okay, so if somebody asks him on a date, why can't he go?
Right, and that's what he said.
But she's not getting it though. She only thinking about herself and how things should work out for her.
Yeah, yeah.
So you need to sit in this corner, and wait on me. And if somebody asks me on the date, I'ma go. But you stay.
And I'll come back to you later.
Yeah. And so Mari, she be gone, Mari. You need to go.
Well, I think after this, she's gonna be left by herself. I'm thinking about it from her reactions last night. I don't think anybody would want to pursue her, to even ask her out on a date, because what she did last night was very selfish and inconsiderate and inappropriate too.
Right, definitely. So everybody's going crazy on the island. Tajwan, she is yelling and screaming at herself. To who?
What is going on with her?
I have no idea. It doesn't seem like her and what's that guy name? Ken?
Brandon?
Nah, that's Tasha and Brandon. Well,
got his name.
Well, I think he gonna be gone too.
Oh, Trey.
So her and Trey, they didn't seem like they were together at all this episode.
I know, right?
Tajwan has gone off into her weird space. That girl is a little cray-cray. And it's such a shame because she's so pretty. But I'm just like, girl, you just what a waste. She go to the beach, she's yelling, and then she's freaking out at the bar because so much is going on. And I'm like, none of this has anything to do with you. Stay out of it.
Right. So she all over the place.
Crazy for no reason. So next, Thomas and Tammy. Tammy, you little trifling little thing. A little trifling. So
oh my gosh, I could not believe what she did.
So Tammy was with Aaron, and Thomas, his mortal enemy, is there. And for some reason, Tammy is going aggressively to Thomas. She's jumped ship from Aaron to Thomas.
All the way.
I'm trying to think what happened. Oh, you know what? I think it's payback from last week. Because when Aaron had the rose, he was kissing some other girl.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
But how did I forget that?
I remember. Or he was talking to some other girl or something.
I think he was talking to some other girl, but my thing is, he went off on Thomas, and Thomas was telling him, she came to me.
Right.
I wasn't going to do anything because I knew you was there, and I wasn't going to do anything in front of you. So he's getting mad at Thomas, blaming Thomas for what Tammy did.
But doesn't this look familiar? Tammy straddled Aaron just last week so she can get a rose.
Yes, she did, but that's all she wanted.
So I think she knows what she's doing, because now she has a rose. She's in control, and she's going after the person she wants. She didn't get a date with Thomas. I think she wanted that date with Thomas. Tammy is actually known to be a villain, and so is Thomas. So I think they're a match made in heaven. So somebody else like Mari needs to hop on the Aaron train. Like, come on, ladies. I
It's
don't.
going to be interesting tonight because, Tammy went down to talk to Thomas and Aaron.
He is loving this. Do not be fooled, because one of the Noah was like, "Uh-oh, it's about to get bad." And Tammy was like, "What?
Heard
What's
that.
going on?"
Right.
And then she was like, "What are they fighting about?" And Noah was like,
Oh, she knew that.
"Well, you." And I was like, "That's how I know she full of ish. That's how I know she full of ish. Because you walked right past Aaron with
Sure
Thomas
did. She
to
sure
get
did.
on that bed and then straddle him and practically do the do in front of all of them.
In front of all of them.
She knew what she was doing. She
Yes,
stirring
she
up
did.
trouble. And she want these two hot guys to fight over her.
Yes,
And
she does.
it worked.
But
Tammy, you are not fooling me, girl. You are not fooling me. So it should be interesting tonight. We are gonna watch live tonight. Okay. And you're gonna see our reactions. So, Mom, make sure you have your password so you can log on to the.
I got it now, babe. I got it.
Okay, and we're gonna watch it live. Now, it's not gonna be recorded, the actual Bachelor on the screen, because it'll get taken down. But you guys can see our reactions and get our recap and review afterwards. So I look forward to that, and we'll see you in our next video tonight at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. We'll see you later.